Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's get this show on the road. Welcome to Loading Simulator 2018. Hal here, and well, today we're doing some more of the same. We're continuing where we left off. If you remember, we left off parked at an asteroid. I have loaded a few more mods. We have turned on the Corruption PvE mod. Thinking about installing Reavers maybe after today. We'll see how it goes. So I think we have proven that the vanilla AI just isn't much of a challenge at this point. When we have a ship that is not built primarily for combat, hunting the drones successfully, it's time to up the game a little bit. So, happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week thus far. Oh, we get to sit here and load into the game. So we have a ridiculous number of mods running now. So, yeah, well, hopefully it won't crash. Theron, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I didn't do any type of schedule notice or anything. Let people know I was actually coming up on this here. So welcome to the stream, buddy. Hopefully we'll have other folks joining us shortly, but the first few minutes are always slow, especially when I get started late. I was actually trying to get Empyrean running today, and there's something about the new generator that they have in there for the new file creator that just does not like my system. If I can get it to actually create a save file, I can load into the existing file. But in order for me to get it to be able to create a save file, what I have to do is uninstall the game, reinstall the game, and then create a new file. So a little frustrated, but otherwise, yeah, not doing too bad, actually. How about yourself? You having a good day? Because I know people didn't show up to listen to me complain about system troubles. Oh. Now if we could just get this game to load faster. Fully balance anchors? I don't know, actually. I don't know how useful they would actually be in Space Engineers other than as just a kind of a curiosity. Would make an interesting build. At least if they're what I think you're referring to. I'm not sure if they are or not, but good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Oh. Gotta love Galileo quotes. Mathematics is the language in which God has written the universe. Oh, let me take a look, because I have heard the term, and I don't know if they are what I am thinking of or not. Yeah, they're the basically like the big dimensional portal gate anchors, right? Because that's from Elder Scrolls, I think. Yeah. And like I said, it would technically be possible to build them. And then if you did something with like Stargate, maybe, because there's a Stargate mod for Space Engineers. I don't know if it still works or not. But if you basically, how would I do it? If I was to build it, I think the biggest difficulty would be building the chains, making those look good. because you'd have a couple of different ways that you could potentially simulate the chains. One of the ways would be to use the pillars, because the texturing on those can often look like chains depending on how you paint them. The anchor itself, like the actual hook, would be interesting. I'm not quite sure how I would build that. I'd probably do it with small grids. But I don't know if the Stargate portal would allow you to do small grid. Actually, I know how I would do it. I would do a large grid build to anchor the Stargate portal, and then I would use rotors with a small rotor head attached and build the chain system off of that. Hey, it's finally loading. Maybe. We say that. It might crash. It is Space Engineers. Hey, look at that. Alright. We're actually in the game. Okay. Yeah, so what I was thinking is that if we were really going to build something like that, let's see here. I really should put a quick access hatch into this place so I don't have to run all the way through all of this stuff every time. Do we have O2 in here? We do. Okay, let's depressurize this. You are hangar gates, so we should be just flipping you. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so if I was going to build something like that, Daedric Shines, yeah, that could actually be a thing. So what I was talking about is if I was going to do something like this, I would probably do it something like all right, and this is just for illustration purposes. I would obviously build something bigger than this if I was going to do this in real. But just using this as an example. Alright, so that gives you your little portal area. And what I was thinking is if you do a rotor, and then what you do is have the change out the rotor head for a small rotor head, and then you would build maybe the pillars. You'd probably... I don't have any interior plates. Let me grab some plates really quick. And so maybe something like... something like those where it was chained down. And if you're using the smaller ones, it'll be a much more fine texture on it. So you'd end up with something like that. The only other thing that I could think of maybe doing is that if you're going to do it with small grids, is to basically build chain links but you'd have to build those basically, you know, a link at a time. Hey, Damon, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, for some reason, the Discord notice system does not like YouTube, and I'm not sure what they're doing. So, but yeah, so basically that would be, if I was going to do something like that, that's probably how I would do it. Something along those lines, at least. And I might actually do something like that just as a theme build one day. I've been trying to find something to do in Space Engineers, and I've got a couple of ideas. One of them was something that I heard somebody else mention that would be kind of interesting to try doing. So I've actually thought about setting something up where we'll have a couple of, if I can get some people interested in it that would be willing to do it regularly, basically set up a pen and paper style, like tabletop style RPG in Space Engineers. Basically, I would spend, you know, the course of a week building sets and then getting people to run through whatever the scenario was. So but yeah, if I was gonna, like I said, if I was gonna do a build like that, that's basically what I would do. I would just ramp it up in size. I would probably make it, like, if I wanted to get, so if the if the Stargate mod still works, I would use that as the basis for the portal, build a frame around that, and then, like I said, have the rotors set up so that you could actually drop the chains off of it. Hey, Sharky, how you doing, buddy? So I'm thinking... Oh, hello. Easy enough. Alright, so let's see. Did we leave a scout over here? No, I was going to put... I think we were going to put spotlights on the scout. I think that's what it was, right? Alright, so let's... Yeah, see, we did put the spotlights on. That's what it was. And then we said we were going to take it back out and give it another run at mining. So let's go ahead and do... Why are you... Did we lose an antenna? There we go. We'll do it that way. It's just easier. Alright. GTA must stop. Oh, you started playing finally. Nice. I almost did GTA today. I was thinking about maybe taking a small break from Space Engineers because we've got the Twitch series, the Escape from Mars series, and then the YouTube live stream series. So it's a lot of Space Engineers, and I have been talking about potentially cutting back on some of it a little bit, but do we have any ore on us? No. Okay. So if I remember correctly, we wanted uranium and we wanted silver, right? Those were the things that we were here for. We want weapons and tools. Now, are these the vanilla drills? I don't remember if we used vanilla drills or if we're using the tiered drills. I think these are the vanilla drills. Yeah, they're definitely vanilla drills. Become a Daedric Prince? Good answer. Hey Shadow, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Wow. So it's a bit of a more relaxed day for me today, mainly because of the fact that my dog is in daycare today, which means I don't have Puppy climbing all over me. So the wife and I are planning for a small, like just a weekend getaway. With the family does a vacation every year with everybody in the family. So at least with her side of the family. So what we're planning on doing is putting the dog in daycare again while we're gone, so that he can board. And unfortunately, in order to do that, did we just pick up a bunch of stone or just iron? Just iron. Okay. He has to be I guess normalized would be, he's got to be acclimatized to the daycare, because we don't use it that often. One of the benefits of having me home all the time is that we don't have to put him in daycare. But that may change here in the near future, because I have me a phone interview scheduled later this week. So, all right. To appease Lord Clang. You must always appease Lord Clang. Man, I need this little mining craft over in the Twitch side, because we're doing the grind to learn mod over on that side of the house, and it is kicking my backside. Alright, so let's go ahead and okay, so we have proven that this thing clears enough space for everything to get into the space that it opens, right? Whee! Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing lined up. You crashed it at 99 meters a second. Oh, you should have saved it for me. I'm still looking for another one. I hate that they are very, very rare spawns. And the fact that they spawn powered off, so even if you have one spawn, you may not even know it's there. It's rough. Alright. And go down and back. There you go. Alright, so is there any other materials we need? Let's see what we've got for ore right now. We are processing a bunch of silver. Knock the stone behind it. A lot of iron. Yeah, we got a good deal of iron here. Alright, so we've got some silver, we've got some gold, iron, 6K of uranium processing. Any more uranium? Well, looks like that might be the extent of the uranium. So we've got about 10K of uranium ore processing. Go ahead and process the iron out. What do we got for ingots here? Oh, we got a lot of ingots. Okay. And somebody is being greedy. Alright, so we're going to grab 195 out of here. Grab 95 from that. Alright. So our ship is fully fueled. We have a bunch of resources being refined down. We need to find another derelict. Now, for those who are joining us, you may not have heard, I did install the corruption PvE mod that is now on the save and active. We're going to go ahead and close this up, but I'm not going to pressurize the drone hangar. We don't need it pressurized all the time. It's really just when we're over here working on stuff. So, only thing left is one damage block. That is insane. That's awesome, though. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that put away. Go ahead and drop that stuff off. And I need to make a blueprint of that small grid ship, and we'll also start mass producing those shortly. Alright, so we've got iron, we've got ice. Actually, do we have ice? Maybe that was what I needed to stop and pick up. We got a little bit of ice. We're okay for now. I really should go ahead and set up a... so what do we have for ore? Got silver, iron, platinum, cobalt, a little bit of processed magnesium left, but I'm not seeing. Oh, okay, we do have some regular magnesium as well, and we want you in pretty much that order, I think. Actually, let's do this. Basically just stacking our resources around here. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this ship out of here. And we'll pick a direction, any direction. No. Let's go this way. Random jumps are fun jumps, right? Now, did I set a waypoint for this one? Alright, let's grab here. We're good. Number one. There was iron. There was silver, cobalt, uranium, and ice over here. I think that was everything. There was no gold on this one, but that's okay. Doing a blind jump that way. Red ship with energy shields? Yeah, that... Red ship with energy shields is always fun. Alright. So we have just jumped 342 kilometers. Not too bad, right? We'll call it 343. It's fine. Lots of stuff over here. Oh, which way do we want to go? With Bob? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Bob spoils... Bob will spoil you. You just get so used to having him there that when he's not, you don't even think about it anymore. Thanks, Demon. Glad you like it. My big priority right now is finding another one of the derelict ships, because I really don't want to manually rebuild the pods that we have here. What I may do is I may export this thing over into creative mode. Basically make a backup copy of the save, set that save to creative, grab a blueprint of basically cut the sections out that I want to duplicate, strap them onto the bottom, and then just make a blueprint out of it. But we'll see. I'm kind of curious to see what materials we have over here. So keep your eyes open in case you happen to see one of the derelicts. Yeah, I don't even remember how I found that one. I think it was just I was flying and I saw something like out of the corner of my eye and I was like, so I went and checked it out. Kept grinding what you wanted him to build. Yeah, Bob does that. Man, it'd be really... Oh, what's that? That might be... Hold on. Let's, Alright, I'm gonna swing this thing around because I see something there in the distance. See it over there? I don't know if you can see that little dot. Nope, asteroid. Okay. Looks like there might be ice on that. Probably gonna at least be cobalt and maybe uranium. We'll see. Yeah, so definitely keep your eyes out. If you see little distortions in the screen, that is usually how I find the derelicts. See, I don't want to cheat and spawn, like force spawn one in. I want to find it legitimately. I'm going to keep a lookout for it. Alright. And like I said, we do have the corruption PvE mod turned on, so we may start getting hit with raiders of different types. We'll see how that plays out, though. Iron, gold, nice. Alright, not a bad start. With the amount of blue stone, there's nickel. Nice. As I say, with the amount of blue stone, I was expecting some cobalt over here. I have to say, I'm actually liking this one. What are we up to? Number 2, and this one's going to be iron, nickel, uranium, gold, and ice, right? Iron, ice, gold, uranium, and nickel. Yep. Alright, but it doesn't look like anything ship-wise has spawned in the local area. So we are going to get outside of this thing's collision area. We've taunted crap. Oh. Glitchy Darren. Isn't that the waifu drone? I think that's the waifu drone. Yep, it's the waifu drone. Why did it have to be that one? Hey Techno, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Oh, now the question is do we want to go take a chance with it? Tell you what, let's go take a chance with it. You know what we haven't done? We haven't actually put additional weapons on the ship. Let's see what we have here. Because I think we have... I know we have the industrial or inspired. Oh, we did put the inspired weaponry mod in. It's too bad I can't do a sort by large ship. So it's going to be... I'm kind of wanting to put the Mexpex weapon pack back in. Let's... Interior turret. Railgun turret. Missile turret. Maybe. Now we've used the ground defense turrets before. Those things are actually kind of cool. Sniper cannon, auto cannon. Anti-fighter turret. Maybe we'll use that. Because we need to put some defenses on the ship. We haven't really done anything other than to load the really big, large cannons on here. So we do need to figure out where would we put weapons. So I'm thinking maybe someplace like that, where we have we put some defenses on these two large areas on either nacelle, and then when we duplicate the nacelles, we'll actually have, you know, weapons on all sides. What are y'all thinking about that? Let's see, is there any way to... That's a thruster in there. Oh, if we go here... Alright, so we would have to do... there... Yeah, so if we went through here, we could do it. Alright, so if we went, basically pipe this in. That is actually almost perfect. So if we go here instead... No. I know I'm going to regret this. Let's go say hello. Just push the button. You know that you do know this thing is gonna like rage kill me, right? How far away can we be when we do this? Ready? Last chance for regrets. Ah, crap. Damn it, waifu. Oh. Oh, you've never seen the waifu drone? Yeah, it's part of the corruption mod. So sometimes when you hit that button, she'll spawn weapons and go on a rage. Just start attacking everything. Sometimes she actually will give you materials. If you look in the script itself, there are the glitchy drone has basically a good and evil drone, and then the evil drone has a couple of different variations on it. So the funny one is sometimes you hit that button and she has basically a spawn system where she'll just start appending things to the ship. That's a kamikaze drone and 2 salvage drones. Bad salvage drone. Bad salvage drone. No touchy. No touchy. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh! How much damage did that do? Oh, crap. Whew. Okay, that wasn't quite as bad as it could have been. Yeah, we have an obvious hole that we need to patch. Okay. Bye-bye, salvage drone. Oh. Alright, so how bad was it? Come here, Bob. We got some work for you, buddy. Alright, so let's see if we can get a little closer here. That could have been much worse than it was. Is it me? Is that son of a... Come here, buddy. You and I are going to have some words here. Are you really trying to get closer? You are. There we go. No more salvage problems. Look at the debris field just coming off of that thing. Alright. I do have to admit, it is sometimes fun to just kill all these things. Alright, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and come to a stop. We should have a couple of minutes before the next round of drones show up. I'm rather surprised that that thing got through our shields. I'm wondering if the shields are offline. Before we go too far, let me check our shield status. Shields are recharging. So that is one thing about this particular shield mod, is that it does not handle physical rams very well. Okay, just a transport. Which is probably one of the biggest balancing factors for it. Ooh, that could have been bad. Alright. So let's go ahead. You are there. Alright, so we did... Right. Go ahead and get our repairs online. I really need to grab a blueprint of this. I forgot to make one. Oh. There we go. So that could have actually been much worse than it was. If he had been just a little bit higher up, we would have taken that right in the window there. That would have been very, very bad. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab a blueprint of this really quick. Actually, I need to detach all of the drones and little flyers really fast. Come on. Let me in. I'm seriously tempted to take that cockpit out as much as I like it. Oh, come on. So we disconnect that. There we go. Now, as long as we don't have to jump out of here, we're okay. We'll be okay. So let's... Damn it. All right. There we go. And we're going to grab blueprint really quick. There we go. And it's going to be the newest Phantom Panda. Should be that one, yeah. So we're going to rename it. Actually, we'll call this one there we go. Let's go ahead and set this up. And we're not going to turn it on. We're going to... I have to turn it on, that's right. So, give me here, Bob. Let's find all of our build repair systems. Turn those off for a second. I forgot, you have to turn the projectors on now in order to load the blueprints. I still say that's stupid. You really shouldn't have to do that. Alright, so is everything... come here. Show on. Show only buildable. All right. I might have to go in and readjust the blueprint. Yeah, see. Alrighty then. So how are you oriented? You are flipped 180 degrees. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to change that up there a little bit. So we grab you. Oh, should be... That's right and left, that's up and down, forward and back. And you are hallways. Alright, so then it has to come up. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4? Is that 4 blocks it needs to come up? One, two. So it looks like it has to come up like 4 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It actually has to come up 5 blocks. Right. This is always the fun part. Now, thankfully, once you actually have it dialed in, it's fine. You need to come up another couple of blocks, it looks like. So that's actually... So let's go 5 on that one. So let's see, this is here, this is there. Okay, so it does need to go 180. This is always the fun part. our engine pods there. Let's see here. If we're doing that, shield pods are... Okay, so we have it in the right orientation. It's just not offset enough. I'm wondering if it's too big for the emitter. Nope. Oh. I always hate trying to get these things set up because you can never get them to work the way you want them to. Alright, so let's go. Okay, so we do have it in the right orientation. It just needs to come over. Let's see here. You are this block here. So what is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so if we go 5, so if we do horizontal offset, how close is that? Alright, so horizontal needs to go out 1. So we need to decrease it by 1. Am I really going to have to set up a... There we go. Alright, and then it needs to shift forward. So from here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forward. What? Damn it. Come here. We said 6, right? What are you... Really? See? Damn thing's trolling me. I'll catch up with chat here in a second. Son of a bitch. Alright, so you are now too far forward. So you got those. So what do we have going on here? All right. So offset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, damn it! Salvage drone. Quick, 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 quick. So we're going to do that while I get in here and turn the projector off for a second. Wrong button. The hell was that? That was what I was worried about. No, leave those open. All right. All right. Oh, you knew that was going to happen, right? All right, first things first. Let's get this thing. Oh, reconnect. Oh, it is already connected. Will you quit turning off my damn inertial dampeners, please? All right. Why is it you keep turning off my inertial dampeners? It's fine, nothing to see here. Let's see here. Are we right side up? No, we are not. There we go. Do that, turn those off. Oh, no. I really need to normalize all of my control systems here. Do I have a fighter ship? No, I don't have a fighter ship currently on this build. I should actually have one set up and then have it follow the projector. Have it follow the actual ship. So there's actually a really nice mod specifically for doing that. All right, so we need to offset this thing. Now I want to check. Are you? Yes. 2, 3, 4. So it looks like it's going to be shifted 7 that way. Alright, so let's try this again, shall we? We're going to go that way. Alright, so we need to bring it in 1, 2. I'll be so glad when we have this thing set up, then we don't have to ever worry about it again. All right. I think that's it. That looks like it's a match. I believe that's a match. All right, let's check this really quick. Yep, that is a match. Awesome. Okay, so now we turn Bob on. And yes, I know that there's a setting on Bob, and I'll show you, for those who don't know, you can actually have Bob ignore the hollow projections by turning this off. So if you turn off this build new, he will not, the build and repair system will ignore projected blocks. So if you want to build, and so if you're doing something like where I was setting up, you basically just uncheck that. However, I always forget to turn it back on. So I just turn Bob off entirely. But see, once it's done, it is done. And then we don't have to adjust that again unless something happens where, you know, we basically run out of, or we run into a situation where we have to rebuild a large portion of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the projector once more. And I am going to tell it to not keep that. And what we'll do is we'll set up a system that basically will have a timer blocked on it. So you hit the button and it'll go through and sequence a bunch of things for us in order to be able to completely automate that process. Now, if you leave leave it with keep projection, actually, you know what? Let's get to the bridge. Because Bob now has the ability to auto repair everything on the ship. And what we're going to do is I am actually going to just turn the projector off, but we're going to have it keep projection. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so now when we get any damage, Bob can fix the ship for us. Nice, Shadow. Glad to hear that Bob is being useful. Was the Raven? Yes, we found the Raven was the ship that we found. Yeah, so if you are trying to use Bob to build specific things, you need to have it turned on to do the build new if you're trying to build from projection. If you don't set the projector up, yeah, Bob won't build it. All right. Okay, so did we lose? Damn it, Lucas. You and your mod, man. I'm starting to feel like Mary Poppins over here. All right. Nope. You out of there. There we go. You know what? We have that. Look, it's a stalker drone. Yay, stalker drones. Okay. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and get this whole thing built up. For those who haven't seen the stalker drones before, these are creepy. When he gets into range, or it decides it wants to mess with me, it'll start yelling at me, like by name. If Bob stopped working, well, there are other mods that do basically the same thing. They're just not as robust as Bob has become. And honestly, I think that enough people use it that somebody would probably pick up on the mod. All right, so we have a stalker drone. Now the stalker drone, his entire job is basically to give you grief. He solely exists to cause problems for you. Are all my antennas are on? All my antennas are on. So we're going to turn all my antennas off. Say hello to the stalker drone. So, so this mod, right, that we're using, the corruption PvE mod, uses your antennas to spawn things in, just like the random encounters in vanilla. Basically, you have the all of those settings for the AI that you want to have appear in the game. Most of those use a hidden process on your antenna. Yeah, it would be nice if Bob was part of the core game. We're going to go ahead and take our helmet off. So the stalker drone, if you can kill him before he realizes you're there, you're fine. If he finds you, he'll start calling in strike wings. And you know those, like the different types of strike craft you saw come in, the attack craft? That's what you'll end up fighting, like multiple waves of. Now this thing has rockets on it, and the rockets hurt a lot. The one thing I'm really worried about are the hacker drones, because the hacker drones can turn your gear off. We're going to go ahead and slow this down. Kind of in half. All right. I don't like stalker drones. They irritate me. Hey, see, how you doing? Yeah, feel free to stop in and harass me all you want, man. So we're gonna go strip some parts off this thing. Let Bob do what Bob does. I do need to close that hangar, because I have this really bad feeling that we're going to do this once, and one of the salvage drones is going to get in there and just like eat its way through my ship. So, all right. And All right. Actually, we're going to set this up because we already have a group for the turrets set up, I believe. Yes, we do. All right. So, which way are you guys drifting in relation to us? See if we can get up here a little bit. I almost did. I almost did. The Alpha 8 preview does not like my system, though. For me to, in order for me to start a new game in Empyrean, I basically have to uninstall and reinstall Empyrean, start the game, let it create the map, and then once it's created the map, everything is fine. Should be about right. Oh, I wasn't worried about the size of the gun. I'm starting to think that this salvage isn't worth this. Ah. With this thing, you don't need fighters. Nice. Are you ready for the challenge? Iron Man's going to be starting up here soon. Especially as Alpha 8 stabilizes. Once they have Alpha 8 stable, I think that it'll be really good. Just from what I've seen so far, from the little bit that I've played, I've really been enjoying Alpha 8. And there we go. Yeah, I know he's pushing Iron Man back until June because we're waiting for the Alpha 8 to stable. But we'll see how it goes. With all the new systems, well, I should say with the rebalancing of the existing systems, it's going to be, I think it's going to be really interesting, especially if we do a hard playthrough again, because with the changes to things like the AI pathing, I think it'll be a good season this time. Not that any of the previous seasons weren't good. It's just I think that there will be a lot more surprises this time. And the fact that we can create custom solar systems now, like easily create custom solar systems, that is awesome. I'm really looking forward to doing that. I was actually playing with the editor a little bit earlier today, just getting familiar with it. So I'm thinking I may put a solar system scenario together for Empyrean here in the near future. It'll depend on how the job interview goes this week. If I don't get the new job, then I'll have a lot more time to dedicate to it. So, and if I can dedicate enough time to it and to do it right, then I will. So, you don't like the fact that Bob decides to weld it? Oh, you can turn off the assist. If you turn off the assist, Bob will work on his own priorities. There's a checkbox in there specifically for assist build or something like that. Yeah, just uncheck it, and Bob, like I said, Bob will go through his own priority list. He won't fixate so much on following you around. There you go. Ah. That's weird, because usually Bob will weld everything for you. He just takes his time doing it. It's definitely faster to do it on your own. Is that debris back there, or is that... No, that's a sniper drone. But I'm seeing some little glittery things back there. Alright, so are you just plates at this point? You're just plates at this point. I am not going to worry about you, because I see some glittery stuff in the distance. And I want to know if that's a Raven or not. Because if that's a Raven... See, there's a little bit of glittery right there. What is a little bit of glittery? It looks like it's a rock. Oh, is that a rock? Okay, so we need to be careful with the Mark II sniper drones. Those guys will sit out about a 1.5K out and fire rockets at you. Yeah, it's all rocks. Come on. Need to turn this beast. Turn the beast. There we go. Hey buddy, how you doing? Time to give him the good news. All right. Bob is the most loved. Yes, yes he is. Alright, so are you actually turning, or are you getting out? It looks like you might be trying to bug out. There it goes. That's what I was looking for. Hey, look, missiles. Free missiles. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. Alright, so we're going to do hangar, because I want to close this. I keep wanting to close that, so that is going to be starboard aft. And close those, make sure that was the right one. Yes, it was. Okay. Yep. Ship is buttoned up, right? Yes. Okay, so we are going to... I see lots of glittery stuff, but that's mostly debris from the things we just blew up. That is a stone down there. Alright, so we're going to pick a direction. And go for it. There we go. Well, Bob should be doing his own work no matter what you have turned on. Where you may run into some problems with him is on priorities. So let me get in here and I'll show you here. Okay, so when you're looking at your build and repair system, you have all this wonderful stuff, right? Normal stuff, right? Okay, so you can have the help others. If you have this turned on, Bob will prioritize whatever you're working on. So if he's doing something and you start building something, Bob will come over and help. The other thing on this is that if you have multiple Bobs, if you turn this on for all of the, if you set this to true for all of the Bobs, when any one Bob starts doing anything, all of the other Bobs will help with that task, or should, as long as it's within the ability for them to do so. The build new, as we were talking about earlier, allows you to do projected blocks. If you turn that off, it won't build projected. If you turn them on, they will. The fly mode, well, the mode gives you walk mode, which is the grid that it's attached to only. Fly mode will let Bob basically do anything within the sphere that Bob can reach. For the way that the big ship is set up now, it's 75 meters for building. But I've had Bob pull resources, like if you're out mining, from about 150, 170 or so meters away. I normally leave Bob set to fly mode. They do have a performance impact, so if you find that Bob in fly mode is just a little too much for your system, drop it into walk mode, and it usually gets rid of the system congestion because of Bob. So one of the things that I do is I set Bob to grind before welding, which is not always a good thing. So if I'm trying to repair stuff, what Bob will do is he'll basically weld until something needs to be ground. So if you drift in range of any blocks that are eligible for grinding, he'll stop doing his building and go grind. So if you're finding that you are not getting stuff done, try doing weld before grind, or grind if the weld gets stuck. Basically, if you run out of parts for what Bob is working on, he'll then take over the grind protocols or the grind process until there are resources available for him to use to finish whatever he's welding. All right. Colors are self-explanatory. The grind order, near or far. Basically, if you set it to near, it'll start as close to Bob as possible for whatever task he's working on, and continue to move outwards in a radius from there. I want it to... Yeah, for now we'll leave these alone. But so the janitor mode allows you to basically grind enemy blocks. You can grind blocks that have no owners, and you can grind blocks that are neutral. So, and basically anything that's not hostile and not friendly. Now the difference between these are that you could have a block that is not neutral but is not owned by other people. So don't ask me why. It's just weird logic in the game. And then the other thing you might want to look at is your build repair priority. Basically, depending on what you have set in this list, will be where Bob focuses first. So top of the list is highest priority, bottom of the list is lowest. Now, I always move the armor blocks down to the bottom, because for me, it's more important that Bob keep the defenses and the ship running more so than the armor blocks. And then for grind priority, you can do the same settings. So, and the nice thing is that these are two independent lists. So if you want to have him say prioritize grinding armor blocks, but building, like in this case, the defensible weapons, you can do that. So, and then collect priority, you can say, you know, you don't want him collecting specific types of resources. Then you have your push items immediately. You have your priorities. You can tell him to collect only if he's idle. So if he's not doing anything already, If this is checked, he will only go out and collect the resources and things that you drop when he's not doing something else. So again, it comes down to what is it you're doing, what you're trying to get Bob to do. You know, I use Bob in lots of different ways, so I basically have it set so he does what he needs to do at when he needs to do it. And then I don't stress too much when he doesn't build immediately for me. We're going to drop that down. And then everything else is just your radius. So, but that is Bob in a nutshell. Let's check. Are you all collecting stone? So you're not collecting stone. You're not collecting stone. Okay. You two need to not be collecting gravel and stone. Really? I hate that. There we go. Alright. Yeah, no problem, Shadow. Glad to help if I can. Okay, so now I want to go in here. We're gonna go check our projector because I need to take another blueprint. Because I want to grab, what is it? Oh, and this is why Space Engineers players usually have notepads next to their computer. There we go. So for the current Bob, we are going to go -3, -5, -7, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now this is important because I'm getting ready to go take another blueprint, because the last blueprint we had was after the impact but before the repairs were done. So we have some blocks that aren't showing up. But more importantly, are you kidding me? How is this hunter drone finding us? It's actually moving away from us. That's good. Okay, so the hunter drone is another one of those scout style drones. What it will do is it will call in, I want to say 3 waves or 3 groups of hostile creatures. So you'll end up with, they have these hound drones. Damn it. Speaking of, there's the hound drone. Hound drones are dangerous because if the hound drones get in the range on you, they will call the hunters. Damn it. Like that. Ow. I was hoping that wasn't a grindable. Okay, so he didn't get the call off. So basically what they'll do is the drones will let you know that what they're getting ready to do. And then you have a couple of seconds after they change their status, or when they tell you they're changing their status, before they actually do change the status. And I'm thinking we may put that other shield mod in, because that shield mod is a physical shield that gives us a sphere around the ship. Yeah. Alright, so that's gold down there. Alright, so let's swing this beast around. Hey you. And I saw you sneak in earlier, but I didn't say welcome. I apologize. Welcome to the stream. Alright. And I saw a little sparkly thing over here a second ago. Where would it go? We're still looking for another one of the derelicts, but I'm not seeing one. All right, Black Engineers, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So I don't have the HUD turn. I don't have the so yeah, so it'd be shield show on HUD add there, and that'll tell you where what your shield values are. It kind of frightens me that I can actually remember that, and there is the little glittery piece that we were looking for. Let's see what you are. You are stone. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just do our jump. I think everything's locked down. I hope so. If not, we're going to have to come back and find it. Alright. Magnesium and uranium would be really good to find right now. I really want the derelict, though. Not seeing any of the derelicts. It looks like that might be magnesium or cobalt with iron down there. Let's take a look and see. Definitely ice, but yeah, it looks like that might be magnesium there. You see that greenish blue in behind the ice? We'll take a trip that way. All right. Hey, no worries, engineers. Hope you have a great day, man. If you make it back, we'll see you when you come back. If not, have a fantastic week. Jumped into the middle of an asteroid? Wow. That always sucks. Alright, so close in on this thing here. Hey, look at that. It is magnesium. So I'm seeing magnesium, cobalt, iron. Looks like there might be some ice out here on the little appendages. It's either ice or more magnesium. I'm hoping that it's ice. I'm not worried about the unknown signal. Yeah, Shadow Trooper, that's always rough, man. It's that whole space engineer. What space engineers giveth, space engineers taketh away as well. So let's get out of that view. This could be interesting. Interesting. Define interesting. Oh God, we're all gonna die? Alright. Alright, so so yes, it was magnesium in the outer arm. Hey, there's ice out there too. Nice. I'm damn tempted to put a beam drill on this thing. Actually, do we have? I don't know if I have that mod installed. Mining, cobalt, ice. The only thing we don't have over here is uranium. This isn't actually a bad asteroid. All right. Alright, so let's go ahead and set a GPS up for this thing. This is going to be, what, asteroid 3? So we've got iron, magnesium, cobalt, ice. That was it, right? Yeah. Just a lot of ice deposits. Okay. Why do I not have atmosphere in here? Oh, because I'm out of ice, I bet. Actually, do I have a hole somewhere? Alright, so no breaches on this side. I have a breach somewhere. Oh, because I have that breach because of the area that we want to pipe in the gunnery positions for. It's not on this side. It's going to be on the other side of the ship. And we want to go... Actually, we'll go this way. Because we opened a small hole in the ship over here, trying to figure out where we wanted to pipe in the weapon system. So if we do that, how are we going to get it down there is the question. Can we... So I needed to go here. I guess we could go that way with it. There you go, Bob. Alright, so... yeah. So I think that's what we're going to have to do with in order to get this thing mounted in here. Alright, so we're going to mount... do I have any interior plates? I do have interior plates. Okay. So we want... no. So no, I don't think I have the beam bit drill installed. Got enough other mods installed though. All right. Okay, Hal, stop getting distracted, Hal. All right, and then from here, we're going to go a T in that. Which ones are you anyway? You are the maintenance tunnel. All right. We do not want you welding you in here yet. We want you... Oh, we want you to go maintenance. We want this to be a T-shape. So the reason why I have the maintenance ones and not the piping is because I didn't have the pipes installed in the mod. I just installed that mod earlier today. So for now, we want this to be here. We're going to go... Actually, I want it to be the adapter. So we now have these guys, but we didn't have those before. And I don't want to take the time that it would require us. Damn it. And of course, we have another Stalker drone here, so we're going to go ahead and tie you to there. How close is he? All right. I think you will eat a lot of crap, is what I think. Are you open? No. That's what I think is going to happen, Mr. Starco Drone. I do not think it is going to go the way you think it is going to go. But we have O2 back in here again. It's pressurizing. All right. Come here. You have pissed off the panda for the last time. Kia, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week. We are doing a little bit of Space Engineers. As you can see, we have the Corruption PvE mod installed, and they are relentless today. And I think we're going to close on him a little bit. I don't feel like waiting for him. I'm trying to get to the point where we can go get some magnesium. So we're going to destroy this Stalker drone really quickly, hopefully. Once we destroy the Stalker drone, we're going to go back to that asteroid, mine up a couple of K of magnesium. Maybe a couple 100K of magnesium. So that we can start making ammo for the new guns that we're bringing online. Pop goes the drone. Nope, incoming missile fire. Hey, look at that. Oh, really? You were saying, buddy? Oh. And just on general principle. All right. What are you shooting at? Ah, debris. There we go. All right, so let's head back. Let's go grab some. I should say pepperoni. They ask for no quarter, and none will be given. All right. And I may have decided to slow down a little late there. Let's. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to park as close to that magnesium on the top, I think, because it's cobalt here. Magnesium is towards the middle of that iron deposit. And then after this, I think we're going to go find some uranium. Because we do definitely want to get Bob as close as possible, because I'm just going to jump out and mine this stuff manually. It's faster than getting the ship unlocked, getting over there and everything else, so. All right. Whiskey on nuts. That actually sounds a little bit painful, like there might be some burning involved with that. Alright, so we can get magnesium within 100 meters. Alright, so how close? If we rotate this way, because this ship is obviously not intended to ever land again. So we can get the magnesium in the 80-meter range. If I can get it a little bit closer. Now we do have some bobs built into the bottom of the ship. Alright, so that should be good. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down here. We get some magnesium going, get the ammo running for this thing. And wrong way. Need to go this way. Because we have the airlock back here. No, I got lost in my own ship. Okay, let's go back this way. The airlock is over by the reactors. There it is. And the idea is that if you are working in this portion of the ship and something goes critical, it allows you to get the hell out of the ship as fast as possible. Alright, so let's go. There should be some magnesium, like right in here somewhere. There it is. Come here, Bob. Time to put you to work. All right. Go ahead and grab some of this. I think that's the first time Sharky has ever apologized. All right. Thank you, Bob. Go ahead and get a little bit more of this stuff in here. Keeping our eyes open for the hostile indicator. Don't want a hostile to surprise us while we're down here mining this stuff out. Go ahead and get this out of here. Okay, so that looks like we probably have a pretty good thing of magnesium back on the ship. Actually, we can check really quickly. Oh, no, we can't because we turned the antennas off to hide from our friends. All right. I'm going to head over here just because we can. All I'm looking for is a control panel so I can check how much. Come on. Thank you. What? There's 11K magnesium there. 48K, another 40K. Yeah, so that should be enough magnesium for a little while at least. Let's move you up there just to make it a little easier. Alright, so let's look at the anti-fighter. Uses anti-fighter case. Which is going to be these guys. Nickel and iron. Okay, easy. Let's go ahead and queue up 200 of those. How many? I do have enough. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. Let's turn Bob off for a second because it looks like we may have gotten a lucky break. So we'll turn Bob off for just a moment. Well, for a couple of minutes at least. Right. Come on. There we go. There we go. And then we are going to go same thing we did before. We're gonna go down. That did not go down far enough. Okay. So we need to go down. So we'll go behind this one. All right. And then we are going to do what we did before, which is to go ahead and do this. This. To here. This will all get replaced here in a moment. Oh, I should say a couple of moments. There we go. And our inventory is almost full. This is bad. Okay, so let us find... Go this way. We're just going to drop all that stuff in there. Actually, just going to drop that too. Have those. Don't really need anything else. All right. And for you, it's going to be here. And we want you there. There we go. And now we can tell Bob to come back and build that up for us. And then that sounds like that would be a drone. The hell is that? Woo, that does not sound good. That's bad. That's very bad. Come on, let me in the seat. Alrighty then. Oh, Bob. Come on, where are you at, buddy? You should be building, Bob. Why aren't you building? Man, what in the hell was that? And did it do any damage is the question. Doesn't look like it. I'm trying to figure out what kind of drone it was. Hound, maybe? The shield's held at least. Alright. Is magnesium rare? No, not really. It's just sometimes annoying to find. The big thing is that a lot of weapons will use it for their ammo, for ammo manufacturing. I kind of want to wonder if maybe I should drop that down. All right. All right, so let's head back. Out here really quick. I'm seriously starting to think that I might want to bring a rifle with me in the future. Alright, so radio there. Let me see something. How tall are you? So you are 2 blocks tall? Is that right? Trying to find an area that I can get a look at this to see. Yeah, so you're 2 blocks tall. So I'm wondering if I sink this in, because I'm kind of tempted to try sinking this down into the hall a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Will I be able to? No, because it'll be into the middle of that thruster. Oh no, actually, yeah, we'd be able to. Oh, but I won't be able to get a feed to it. Damn it. Okay. Never mind. There we go. And what do you need? Lots of stuff. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at those turrets really quick. You guys are anti-fighter. Alright, so the anti-fighter, we don't want targeting meteors, but we do want targeting missiles. Small ships, large ships, not stations, not neutrals. Alright, and I don't really care about seeing him in the terminal. Do I care about seeing him in the terminal? No, I don't care about seeing him in the terminal. But I do care about seeing them over here. So we're going to go ahead and give you 65. Cancel. All right. Okay, so I do feel a little bit better now that we have a little bit more defense on the ship. Oh, now we just need to get this portion. So for those who don't know, we found a Raven derelict ship. We cut it in half and attached it to the ship that we were building. And I'm currently on the search for another one, and I'm not having any luck finding one. They are fairly rare in the spawn. That looks like that is just debris from the little raider drone that came in. Alright. So let's head back in. We're going to get this thing buttoned up. And the fact that the drones seem to have found us tells us it's time for us to move on. So I do want the ice, though. Do I want to take the time to mine the ice? Because our galaxy seems to be getting smaller here. All right. Ice is fairly close. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some ice. We're here, we might as well get it while we have the chance, because we do not know how often we are going to have the chance to do this. So, alright. Yeah, all of the resources are on basically a random spawn. You're never quite sure what you're going to get. It's kind of like a box of chocolates. Forrest Gump reference. Which is one of the reasons why I set waypoints to asteroids that I find that are useful. Just so that way if I do need to go find more of any particular resource, we'll be able to. I do need to get some uranium, though. We're starting to run dangerously low on that. In fact, I think I'm going to tell our construction system that I want to focus on that. And okay, so you're still refining uranium. Oh, yeah, we're really running out on uranium then. Okay, we definitely need to get some uranium. First things first, let's grab some ice. And since we don't have hydrogen thrusters, it's not like we need, you know, hundreds of thousands of ice, but better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Alright, so let's go grab this. Just check the box lid. Yeah, I know, right? Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna install the beam drill. Okay, Bob is grabbing the ice for us. Just making sure, because I'm seeing a lot of debris running off, and I'm like, Bob? Alright. See, ice is one of those things that I do not like running out of. It's kind of like uranium. You know, if we run out of uranium, we have solar on the ship. We will be mostly okay because we do have batteries and everything. So we do have time to find it. It's just we don't have a lot of time to find it. So it's one of those, we don't want to just be kind of, you know, pissing around things. Alright. Because messing around is fine until you're in a life or death situation. Alright, let's see. That should be a couple hundred K of ice at this point, I think. Alright, so let's go check. Damn it, strike drone. At least we do have more defenses on us now. You. Doesn't matter how much ice we have, we're out of here. Whee! Whoop, come here. Quick, 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 quick. Woo, that's close. Ah, damn, that was close. That could have been much worse than it was. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Sucks to be you. And that's what the anti-fighter guns do. Alright, we're just gonna let those have a little bit of fun for a minute. And we want the what is that? Blink level? The hell block is that? Interesting. Alright. Okay, you guys are just wasting ammo at this point. They don't mess around though, that's for sure. Okay, Bob, take it apart. Don't want to get too close because some of these things will have warheads in them. So you do want to be careful when you get a little close to these. Sometimes they will detonate. Oh, I never decoded the Russian. That's why. Okay. Yeah, so there's... I'm guessing those were the large thrusters. There we go. I'm thinking we now have missiles on board, don't we? Yeah, we got a few missiles. Just a few. Maybe we will build some missile systems for those. Long range, 200 millimeter. Okay, so these long range missiles, those are from the sniper drone. Looks like, yeah, that's everything. And that's what Bob does. He makes life easy for us. And I am not overly worried about the plates. All right. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to call this one here. Let me check. Let me make sure our turrets still have ammo in it. Yeah, they got a lot of ammo. Okay, we're okay for a while. We're just going to drift back this way for a bit. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit those likes. If you want to see more, I also ask that you subscribe. Not only does it help the channel to grow, it helps let me know that you're enjoying the content, and well, that's what I'm hoping to be doing. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Sharky, thank you for throwing up those links. If you go ahead and make sure you get the Discord one in there as well. And I did want to thank everyone once again. Hope you have a fantastic week. Have a terrific rest of the day. And we will see you back here next time for probably some more Space Engineers. We'll see. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.